Time doesn't stop for anyone. A moment melts into another before we even realize it. These moments are full of little learnings, mistakes, achievements, and experiences that try to teach us something so that we can improve and become better versions of ourselves. However, we can learn from these experiences only if we pause for a while, sit with ourselves, and reflect over those incidents first at a macro level to see where we are headed and if we are happy with that direction. And then maybe gradually at a micro level to see what all worked out and what all didn't. The concept of self reflection was very popular in the ancient Indian school of psychology, yet our generation has failed to recognize its importance due to a lot of never ending distractions around us. But let me tell you, conscious reflections of the self give peace to your heart and perspective to your mind. I can vouch for it. Personally speaking, there was a time when I was not really the look back and see what you did or didn't do kind of person. Because I used to think that if I took some time out to look back, I might end up thinking too much and it would actually reduce my time to look ahead. But I was wrong. And I'm here to share with you why. Because today I know that consciously reflecting over the past incidents does not reduce my time to look at the future. Rather, it gives me a better vision while I'm doing so. A better vision while I'm looking ahead at my life. So, then what is it that made me fall in love with the concept of self reflections that today I'm delivering a TED talk over it? Cut to New Year's Eve. One of my friends texted me, last day of the year, any words to summarize? Nobody had ever asked that to me before. So, without thinking much, I said that to me, the book of this year can't be summarized because I think words are always too less to capture the enormity of it all. Because so many things happened, and I think words can't do justice to what I'm feeling. He understood my excitement and suggested that I should start reflecting on the year gone by to see what all I did and try to understand what all worked well and what I could have done better. I took a minute to process the word reflect, and as I sat down to think about my year, I realized how subconsciously I have been in the habit of absorbing everything as it happens and feeling it with every fiber of my being. However, I also figured that once today becomes yesterday, I don't make an effort to visit those exact same emotions ever again, unless that memory, as Newton put it, is acted upon by the external force of somebody else asking me about it. Like in this case, it was my friend's prompt that made me sit by myself and actually reflect over what all happened in my year. And it was only when I did so that I came to realize how the chronology of every incident was still very fresh in my mind, as if I practiced recollecting them daily when actually I didn't. I think I'm able to walk a person through those incidents so vividly only because when they were actually happening to me, I was really present in the moment to truly feel them. In that moment, because I was aware, those events gave me something to remember whenever I decide to revisit them in the future. And these thoughts brought me to the concept of self reflections, meaning consciously making an effort to reflect on the incidents of our lives, and unlike what I did, not leaving it on a chance of someone else's prompt to do so. The person who knows you the most is you yourself. And in order to have a better understanding of what works out best for you, self reflection is the way. Consciously zooming out and looking at what all happened makes us realize how long of a journey we have had. Plus, it makes us connect the dots. For each and every moment that has happened in the past has added up to this very day. However, merely looking at the past is not equal to reflecting over it. The secret lies in the understanding of past, present, and future as independent phases melting into one another before we even comprehend how time travels through them. Once we are aware that we can't change what happened in the past because that moment is gone and gone forever, we are ready to reflect on those incidents consciously. Because when we recognize the present as our reality, we shall be able to visit our past as a third person and look at our old self objectively, like a visitor of the past, not there to stay, only swinging by to consider, reflect, and learn. In this way, we shall also be saved from becoming victims of the past that a lot of people end up becoming when they misunderstand reflecting as living in the past. I remember I had this brown diary in middle school in which I used to put my thoughts and basically write about every moment I liked or didn't like. Today, when I open to read what my younger self had to say, I can't help but smile widely at the innocence of that little girl, learning and unlearning so much from what the world had to offer with each passing day. And there are countless such moments, happy and sad, excited and heartbreaking. But they are all mine and I own them proudly. They are a part of who I am. Nothing of what you see in me today, or if I may, in any other person around you, was ever built in a day. It has been a continuous accumulation of lessons and learnings, bumps and breaks, love and laughter, falls and flights. And truly speaking, these are the things that make our reflections worthy of our time. Those moments have shaped us, and those dear experiences deserve our acknowledgement. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe self reflection is the best way to do so. In order to tread on this path to get peace and perspective, firstly, let us begin by consciously being aware of what we do. Let us be truly present in this moment and make the most of it before now becomes then. Then, slowly but surely, let us look back but not stay there. Gradually, these reflections will make us understand how many big and small moments have added up to where we are, which will definitely give us a clearer vision whenever we think about our future. So, for now, let us do what we can do best to have something that our future self, while reflecting, will look back and maybe smile at. Thank you so much.